You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, Missourians mourn the loss of 2 deputies fatally shot in the line of duty.
And we look at a new law in Arkansas that allows babies in the workplace.
We're going to see nice skies and warm temperatures today, but we are tracking some rain this evening. I'll have those details coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Samantha Walker.
And I'm Donald O'Keefe. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday, February 25th. You know, time, like we've been saying all morning, has just been going by. It feels like even this morning's going by very quickly.
It has been going by quickly. I mean, it's 7 o'clock in the morning on the 25th. We're a few days out from March 1st, which is meteorological spring, and spring is on the horizon. It kind of feels like spring right now.
And I know who's probably enjoying these spring temperatures are families, and it feels like you can never get enough time with them. But for new moms and dads in Arkansas, every day can be take your baby to work day. There's a new policy for state employees that allows new parents to bring their infants into the office. Stacy Spivey has those details.
It's not your typical office noise.
It's the reality of it.
But it's now something that can be heard in the halls of some state departments with the new Infant at Work policy. Governor Sarah Sanders enacting the policy allowing state employees, moms and dads, to bring their babies to the office from 4 weeks up to 6 months with permission from a supervisor.
I think the relief that I felt when I learned about the policy, it's indescribable.
Jessica Moore and Morgan Warbington, 2 of the moms who've participated, both pleasantly surprised with the impact it had on themselves and their co-workers.
And honestly, I went back a lot earlier than I would have. I went back at 4 weeks just because I knew that I could bring her with me. And it saved me, I believe, from a postpartum second journey. So I was really thankful for it.
I had the fear of my baby being disruptive in the office, but it created an environment of empathy.
And frankly, it makes people happier. Everybody loves having babies in the office. In fact, it got to a point in our office where when they were going to give me bad news, they would bring the baby in and be like, do you want to hold Stella for a minute? And then tell me something that we were dealing with.
An environment inspired by Governor Sanders' own experience as a full-time working mom, wanting to lead by example to better support parents in the workplace.
And there's no greater reminder than getting to literally sit and hold a 5-week-old baby and know that the decisions that we're making, the policies that we're enacting, and the state that we're building is going to directly impact those kids.
The first few months may still bring chaos and change for families, but for some, they'll also have a little more comfort right at their desk.
Well, you know, being a working parent is always so difficult, and so much respect to those new parents as well. So any program that I think can help support that is going to be great.
I definitely agree, and I mean, it's like if you have young kids, today's kind of going to be a nice day to get out and go to the playground, take a walk, because we're going to see spring-like temperatures and conditions for today. Let's take a look at downtown Pittsburgh right now. You can see the sun is starting to come up. Temperatures are starting to warm up out there. You know, we're going to see cloudy-ish skies through the morning, but those temperatures are going to start to feel really good as we start to get into the next couple of hours there. So taking a look at US 69 at 400, like I said, it's getting a little bit busier out there, but still not too bad. Driving conditions at this moment in time are excellent right now. Taking a look outside, 41 degrees there in Joplin, 46 degrees in Pittsburgh. You can see that line of clouds there in Joplin. Like I said, temperatures are going to start increasing over the next couple of hours. Temperatures across the region right now on the cooler side still. 38 degrees there in Iola, 38 degrees in Sedan, 47 in Neonashe, also 51 degrees down there in Bentonville. You guys are still right around the low 50s, but don't worry, those temperatures are going to get up into the 60s as we get into the afternoon. Take a look at our 24-hour temperature change. So this is 24 hours from yesterday. We were about 5 to 10 degrees from where we were about 24 hours ago. Bella Vista, you guys are 11 degrees from when it was yesterday. So definitely feeling pretty nice out there if you're getting out for a morning walk or if you're driving to work. Excellent conditions right now. Taking a look at today, we're going to see partly cloudy skies by noon. There's that warm air out of the south, bringing those warmer temperatures to our region. As we get into the afternoon, we're going to see mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy skies as well across the region. But then here comes that rain by 8, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight. That's going to start pushing its way in. And I'll have more details about that rain coming up.
Donald, thanks. Lawmakers and law enforcement and lawmakers across Missouri shared their grief following the shooting deaths of 2 Christian County deputies. 2 other law officers are injured. The suspect was killed in a shootout. The shootings of officers occurred in 2 locations and hours apart in southwest Missouri. The first shooting occurs around 4 p.m. Monday afternoon in Christian County, Missouri. Authorities say Richard Dean Byrd shot and killed Deputy Gabriel Ramirez during a traffic stop near Highway 160. Byrd fled into the woods armed with a rifle. Officers conducting an hours-long manhunt came under fire around 11:30 p.m. Christian County Deputy Michael Highslope and the suspect died in the gunfight. 2 other officers suffered injuries but are expected to survive the deadly encounter.
The suspect, once deputies were close to him, immediately opened fire on the deputies, and 3 deputies were shot during that time. We have 1 deputy from Christian County that is deceased from this incident here. 1 other Christian County deputy that's shot with non-life-threatening injuries, and we have a Webster County deputy that's also shot with non-life-threatening injuries, from what we are told. The suspect continued to fire rounds at officers and deputies. The law enforcement officers on scene returned fire, and the suspect is deceased.
Deputy Gabriel Ramirez served in the U.S. Army for 8 years and joined the Christian County Sheriff's Department less than a year ago. He was 30 years old. 40-year-old Deputy Michael Highslope served in the Sheriff's Department since 2019. Sheriff Brad Cole says their courage, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to Christian County will never be forgotten. Well, court documents on Richard Dean Byrd's criminal history date from as recently as a week ago. On February 15th, a 400-pound antique safe was reported missing. It was taken from the home of the victim's deceased parents, one a World War II veteran. During a search warrant the next day, Stone County deputies found coins and military memorabilia where Richard Byrd lived. The deceased parents' names were on multiple items, including inside a wood-burning stove where deputies found burned documents. In court documents, Byrd has also been described as a, quote, danger to the public. In an eerily similar case from September 2014, Byrd shot at a Johnson County, Kansas law enforcement officer who was investigating a construction site theft. Byrd fired multiple shots from a rifle. That deputy was not hit. Byrd was convicted in 2016 and sentenced to 99 months. The Kansas Department of Corrections lists his discharge date as April 2023. Well, a single vehicle crash was reported in Carl Junction last night. Emergency services responded, finding that an SUV had veered off the left side of the road at high speeds and struck a tree. The driver suffered non-life-threatening injuries. A judge sentenced a Joplin man to prison for his role in a 2023 fatal DWI crash. Yesterday, that court sentenced William Deckard to 5 years in prison. This comes after Deckard pled guilty as charged without the benefit of a plea offer. The incident happened on June 21, 2023 on River Road east of Highway 86. Authorities say Deckard admitted to drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana before driving his car at a high rate of speed. The car left the road and crashed into a mailbox, leading to the death of his passenger, Liberty Fowler. Well, the Aurora Police Department will soon be distributing stickers for families of people with autism to display at their home. KLAM's Kenny Foreman tells us why the department believes something as simple as this can make a huge difference.
As someone who is committed to protecting his community, Chief West Coatney's inspiration for the sticker idea was driven by his frustration with tragic events involving first responders and people with autism.
The autistic person doesn't always understand the situation that they're in, and it's turned into tragedy, whether somebody got hurt or even killed on a few occasions. And so I'm a policeman. I've been a policeman for a long time, and I always want to give us the highest chance of success that I possibly can.
By helping them identify situations before they walk into them, the hope is that the officers can then come up with more effective solutions on how to respond.
Allows us to maybe handle the situation or approach the situation a little bit differently with some different techniques that my guys have learned through the crisis intervention training that they've had. But if we know ahead of time that we may be encountering an autistic person, that gets us on the right track for better and more effective communication to keep everybody safe.
By putting families more at ease, the community hopes this can increase familiarity and strengthen the overall relationship between responders and people with autism.
They're trying to work with their kids, they're trying to work with maybe their parents in a nursing home, or an older brother or sister that may be out and about and has an interaction with an officer that isn't able to respond maybe as socially appropriate as we think they should.
It's a gesture that goes a long way for Charlotte Brown, a mother of a 9-year-old son with autism. She's urging other families to follow suit.
Every person that has an autistic child should have a sticker on their front door, on their vehicle, just notifying that, like, even in a car accident, I had one on my vehicle, it would notify the first responders that he may not respond.
In Aurora, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Chief Coatney says he's ordered 100 stickers he plans on distributing when they arrive in the coming weeks. And those are our top news stories this half hour. Well, coming up next this Wildcat Wednesday, we'll hear all about their youth entrepreneurship program. Well, welcome back. We have a packed couch in the studio this morning. I'm so excited for this Wildcat Wednesday, where we're learning more about the K-State Research and Extension's Office Youth Entrepreneurship Program. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We have Ben, Madeline, and Julie in the studio. So can you tell us a little bit about what this Youth Entrepreneurship Program is?
Sure. So the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge is actually a statewide competition. It held all throughout different counties in Kansas, and it's a partnership with Network Kansas. So we hosted the Girard Entrepreneurship Challenge just last week, and these guys were our top winners and took home $1,000.
Oh wow! Well, congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
So why was this a competition you guys wanted to get involved with?
Yeah, and so our business teacher really pushed us to do what Miss Wilson did. She's like, it'll be a lot of fun. You'll get to learn a lot about business entrepreneurship, and it was a really great experience, like she said.
Yeah, and every single time, she would come into class and she'd be like, I've never had a person who's been like, I didn't think that was worth my time. So it's like, well, I may as well try it.
Amazing. Well, can you tell me a little bit about, what projects you guys did for it?
Yeah, so our project we did is called PhonoFlow. It is an AI phonics assessment tool for K-12 teachers.
Yeah, so it really allows the teachers to decrease their testing time. So most teachers have to do a 1-minute test almost every single week. So this really decreases their scoring time from about 5 minutes to about 1.5 minutes. So
amazing. What was it like doing a competition like this? Was it stressful? Was it anything like what you were expecting it to be?
It was fairly stressful. I mean, this was my 4th year doing it now, so I kind of had the ropes down. This was her 1st year doing it, so I got to show her the ropes and pass the torch per se.
Yes.
Amazing. And, as winners, were you guys expecting to come away with that win?
We definitely were not. We were sitting there at the announcements just waiting.
They also
nervous, excited.
Winning first place actually gets them a chance to compete at the state competition in Manhattan in April as well. So they'll have a little bit of time to tweak their business and the 3 parts of the competition, and then go on to state and hopefully win some more money.
Amazing. So what are some of the skills, doing a competition like this for, learning entrepreneurship that you're hoping to take away?
It gives you a lot of public speaking skills, presenting skills that are all be helpful once you're in the workforce or just in life.
I really just like the being able to talk to people and just learning how to do that, because that's something I'm not usually comfortable with.
Amazing. So if there's somebody at home who thinks maybe this is a great fit for, their own teenager, or if they're a teen watching this and, wondering if this is something they should get involved in, can you tell us a little bit about, maybe why they should?
I think it was a great experience for everyone. It teaches you so much about business world and entrepreneurship in general. It gives you so many public speaking skills. I think it's great.
Yes, it's definitely worth it.
Amazing. So if somebody is wanting to maybe try to get involved in this or learn more about it, or maybe they want to be like Miss Wilson and help get their own students involved in it, where can they find more information?
I would suggest calling the local extension office, and they can call me at any time, because each community kind of has their own competitions. We have there's actually a Crawford County competition coming up for other students in the county. We hosted one in Labette County and last week, and Montgomery County was just yesterday. So they're all in different locations. So if they would just call us, we can kind of get them hooked up with the one that's right for their area.
Well, amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and I wish you guys the best of luck in April in Manhattan.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back.
Here's your Skywatch weather forecast from the trusted Roper Kia Weather Center.
Another warm one is in store for us. We're going to see temperatures jump into the mid to upper 60s, with also some rain chances later this evening. But taking a look at downtown Pittsburgh, you can actually see the sun is starting to come up. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but right now, you see those little things that are coming out of the sky? That is actually rain that's not hitting the ground. That is virga. That's kind of like a precursor to possible rain later this evening. As you look at US 69 at 400, not too bad as well. Driving conditions out there are looking excellent at this moment. US 69 at Backstreet Range, you can see the sun right behind my head. There's going to be some cloudy skies through the morning, but overall driving conditions on the roads look excellent. People are starting to get out the door, get their morning routines going. 20th range line looking not too bad as well. Getting a little bit busier, but that makes sense. You know, like I said, people are getting out the door, driving to work, going to school, everything like that. Take a look at our fog tracker. Good conditions, not any fog anywhere across the region. So like I said, if you're getting out the door and driving, fog conditions are excellent. So we're going to see above average temperatures again today. We're seeing that influx of warm air from the south, and you can actually see a spin right there just south of Oklahoma City. That is actually a surface low. That is going to be the fuel that's going to be needed for the rain chances later this evening. That's going to push up into our area, bringing in moisture from the south as well. Let's talk about that moisture right now. So this is relative humidity. This is how much moisture is in the air. So as we get into this afternoon, we can see that relative humidity start to jump into the upper 40s and even into the 50s as well. And like I said, that is definitely going to be needed for the fuel for those rain chances this evening. Let's take a look at our future track. This is today at noon. Partly cloudy skies, winds out of the south, warming things up. As we get into the afternoon, about 5 o'clock, we're going to see mostly sunny skies. That's where we're going to see the warmest part of the day with temperatures in the upper 60s. But as we get into the evening, it's about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. We're going to see that rain start to push in as well. It's going to be a bit of a rainy one, but not really a lot of rain. We're only going to see maybe at most a 1/10 of an inch with some of these showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder as well. But for the most part, it's going to be light to moderate rain across the region. But as we get into Thursday morning, this is 5 a.m., still some rain is going to be lingering around, but by the time we get to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, that rain is going to push out. Winds are out of the north now. That's going to be cooling things down just a bit, but not that cool. Still temperatures are going to be in about the mid-60s by Thursday afternoon, along with nice sunny skies. And taking a look at those rain chances, you can see very low rain chances, just below 20%, but that rain is still in the forecast. Like I said, light rain as well. Taking a look at our morning, though, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies through the morning, getting up to a high of 60 degrees by 11 a.m. As we get into your afternoon, we're going to be warming up to the upper 60s, a high of 68 degrees. Winds out of the east at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Looking at tonight, we're going to only drop down to 44 degrees for overnight low, and then we're going to see that rain start to push in about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. So it's going to be a pretty nice day for us. Tonight, we're going to drop down to 44 degrees, and like I said, those showers are possible for tonight. Taking a look at our 7 to 10 day here, 68 degrees today, 65 tomorrow, getting into the low 70s by Friday, and then day after day after day of rain chances with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Well, that's a look at your full forecast. Coming up, we have a tease. We have an international interview that's going to be coming up. So stick around for the interview after the break.
Well, welcome back. This morning we have Natwai and Agaman in the studio here to talk to us about a pretty exciting event coming to PSU, the International Showcase. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
So for those who may not know, can you tell us a little bit about what the International Showcase is?
Okay, yeah. So the International Showcase is an international event hosted by the Pittsburgh State International Student Association as well as the International Office. So this is an event where different international students will come on stage and show their culture through dancing, playing a skit, or singing. And then after, they can go outside, and there's going to be like different country displays where people can like ask questions more about their country.
Amazing. Can you tell me about some of maybe the different countries that people will be able to learn more about through these students?
There's countries like, so there's the African Student Association, which is like a bunch of countries from Africa that are performing and doing tables together. And then there's France, there's a bunch of, there's Korea, Taiwan, there's Nepal, myself. There's a whole lot of other countries too.
Yeah.
Amazing. And, is this the first year for the event, or has this become almost like a tradition here at PSU?
Yes, it's actually almost becoming a tradition. It is already a tradition. Yes. So like, this is our big event, International Student Association's big event during the spring, and then we have one also during the fall.
Amazing. And how powerful is it to get to see people kind of come together and learn more about each other and each other's cultures and countries in this way?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of countries that perform together. As I mentioned, the African Association, and then there's other countries helping other countries gather together for the whole big performance as well.
Yes.
So there's a lot of collaboration and learning going on.
Yeah. So like, you're not really just going to see like people from Paraguay dance. It's going to be like a mixture of different international students helping Paraguay, and so it's like they're learning about the culture but also showing it to the stage. Yeah.
And who is this showcase open to? Is it for anybody in the community who wants to come out? Is it for students or?
Yes, anybody from any state, anywhere.
Yep, it's open to the public. Yeah. Amazing. Just click the link in our Instagram, Pitt State ISA bio, to buy the tickets. It's $5.
Yeah.
But also follow the International Student Association's Facebook page, and it should be there too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure to get those linked on our website as well, KYMNewsNow.com. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity for maybe people, a lot of people here in our area may not have gotten the opportunity to be able to travel and be able to see the world. So it sounds like this is a great opportunity to be able to maybe see and learn more about different cultures.
Yes, it is.
Sure.
Amazing. So for those who may have missed it, can you tell us when and where the International Showcase is going to be?
So it's going to be this Saturday at the Big No at Pittsburgh State University. It's going to be starting at 6:30 p.m. but doors open at 6. It will be from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yep.
Perfect. And I know you said there was a link to purchase tickets. Do you need to purchase tickets beforehand, or are you able to buy any at the door as well?
So you can do that. You can buy it beforehand, but also you can just come that moment and then there will be someone to help you buy it. Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It sounds like it's going to be so much fun this Saturday.
Yes, thank you for having us.
So
We're going to be right back.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:31. I'm Samantha Walker. Carthage High School's agriculture program transforms students' futures. The Carthage FFA started in 1940 and now serves 250 to 300 students each year. With its mission expanding beyond traditional farming and hands-on learning, it trains students and prepares them for more than 300 different career paths in agriculture and technology.
We do CDEs, so CDEs are career development events. They help us literally prepare for our future careers. Agriculture is the industry that fuels our world, and I think it's just so important to especially get those younger generations involved in it.
Ag instructor Brandon Duff mentions the school is getting a school farm where students can apply all that they learn through animal science, plant science, even agri-mechanics on that field. Now here's meteorologist Donald O'Keefe with a quick look at the forecast.
Well, it's going to be another warm one out there for us today, but not as windy as it was yesterday. Take a look at downtown Pittsburgh. You can see some clouds are continuing to push through. I don't know if you can see on your screen, but we do have some rain that's falling, but it's not reaching the ground. That's called virga, and that's kind of like a precursor for later tonight when we start to see some rain chances push on in. Taking a look at US 69 at 400, we're not seeing too much traffic right now, but driving conditions are looking pretty good across the region. Taking a look outside right now, 41 degrees in Joplin, 46 degrees there in Pittsburgh. So temperatures are on the cooler side. However, we're going to continue to warm up through the next couple hours. Temperatures across the region 38 degrees there in Sedan. You guys are on the cooler side. Same thing in Iola. You guys are at 38 degrees. 41 degrees there in Joplin. 51 degrees down there in Bentonville. So you guys are already starting to feel pretty good. Like I said, it is cool now, but don't worry. Temperatures will continue to increase over the next couple hours. Our 24-hour temperature change, this is from yesterday to today. So we're seeing anywhere from 5 to about 12 degrees above average, or not above average, compared to yesterday. You can see 12 degrees from yesterday. Warmer in there in Aurora. Iola, you guys are about 1 degree colder than it was yesterday. However, a lot of the region seeing temperatures on the warmer side. And like I said, there's rain chances in our forecast here today. We're going to see partly cloudy skies. And as we get into the afternoon, we're going to see warm influx of warm air from the south and also some moisture. And that's also going to act as fuel for rain chances starting to push in about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And I'll have more details about that rain coming up.
Thanks, Donald. Teens are 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal crash. The good news for parents is there's a way to reduce that number by 20 to 40%. The Joplin Health Department is offering a free program titled First Impact, designed to introduce parents and their teens to the risks new drivers face. The program will also provide tools for parents to monitor, coach, and support their teen driver. While the program is free, registration is required. For interested parents or teens, we have more information, including a link to register on our website, KLAMnewsnow.com. Well, University of Missouri researcher has received a nearly $2 million grant from the United States Department of Agriculture to fund bird flu research. The bird flu is a highly contagious virus that is easily spread among animals. According to the National Chicken Council, when one bird tests positive for bird flu, the entire flock is automatically prevented from entering the food supply. Researchers will use the funds to better understand how a chicken's pulmonary network rewires itself following a bird flu infection. The grant will also be used to create vaccines and research for similar poultry killer Newcastle disease. That's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KLAM Morning News. A suspect in Ohio is taking dumpster diving to a whole new level. In Consumer Watch, a new weight loss drug doesn't appear to offer better results. Novo Nordisk says its next generation obesity treatment, Cagrilema, failed to beat the weight loss from Zepbound made by competitor Eli Lilly. Novo Nordisk has been working to recover ground lost to Lilly in the weight loss market. Cagrilema achieved weight loss of 23% after 84 weeks, compared with 25.5% from Lilly's Mounjaro and Zepbound. It was hoped the treatment could be used for people who weren't helped by other drugs. Executives tell the Wall Street Journal the company is exploring how to improve the drug's weight loss, including through higher doses. Well, a trusted source by consumers in Rating Automotive Value lists its top vehicle choices for 2026. Edmunds Automotive has released its top-rated 2026 list of the best cars, SUVs, and trucks, and electric versions of those categories. Edmunds says the top car is the Honda Civic Hybrid, calling it the best car on sale right now. Edmunds chose the Hyundai Palisade Hybrid as the top SUV because of its budget value, and the winner for top pickup truck was the Ford Maverick, favored because of its modest size. For electric cars, Edmunds picked the Tesla Model 3, saying it may be the best value in electric cars due to efficiency, performance, and value. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 was chosen as top electric SUV, with Edmunds saying it's still a cutting-edge electric vehicle. And for top electric truck, Edmunds tabbed the Rivian R1T, saying it's stylish, capable, and powerful. And the best of the best Edmunds vehicle in all categories, the Hyundai Palisade Hybrid, with Edmunds saying it raises the bar for all SUVs. Well, Mexico's president insists cartel chaos in her country is easing, saying things are returning to normal, quote, little by little, as the wake of violence sparked by the killing of cartel kingpin El Moncho has some rethinking travel plans south of the border. Fox News chief correspondent Jonathan Hunt has the details.
With many American tourists still stuck in Mexico, the advice from security experts for anyone thinking of going, including tens of thousands of college students booked for spring break, is pretty stark. That advice? Don't do it.
It is extremely dangerous right now. It is completely way too volatile. So I advise anybody who's got children who may be going to Mexico for spring break, reconvene. Hey, take the loss because and the money. It is not worth it. It's not worth your child's life.
And many students are taking that advice, watching the unfolding violence and urging friends with plans to reconsider.
If I had plans to go to Mexico, I'd probably pivot, switch somewhere else, maybe go somewhere else in Latin America, or just stay in California, still a bit more local.
Stay away from that area just to let the government handle things there. The last thing you want to do is go down there and add fuel to the fire and put your safety at risk.
Travel advisors say anyone thinking of cancelling their plans should act as quickly as possible.
Spring break packages are sold differently than most travel. I always advise people to have travel insurance just in case stuff like this occurs. But if you don't have that, I suggest you call your company right now, or if you booked it independently, airlines, hotels, they should allow you some type of emergency cancellation.
Security experts also say that even if the violence quietens down over the next few days, it could explode at any time within the next few months as all of the gangs throughout Mexico compete to take the place of the killed El Mencho. In Los Angeles, Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.
And those are our top consumer stories. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Here's your Skywatch weather forecast from the trusted Roper Kia Weather Center.
Well, it's going to be another warm day out there, but luckily the winds are not as strong as they were yesterday. It's going to be overall pretty nice. Taking a look at downtown Pittsburgh, we are seeing the sun starting to come up. We are having some clouds starting to linger around. I don't know if you can see it on your TV here, but there is some rain that's falling from the clouds, but it's not reaching the ground. That's actually called Virga, and that's actually probably a precursor for the rain chances later on this evening. Taking a look at US 69 at 400, not too busy. Driving conditions across this region are looking excellent right now. US 69 at Baxter Springs, like I said, not too busy. Driving conditions right now are looking excellent out there. Comfortable temperatures as well. 20th and Range Line, like I said, that one's looking a bit busier as well as people are starting to get out the door, do their morning routines, driving to work. And like I said, you probably will need a light jacket, a sweatshirt for this morning. But however, temperatures are going to be nicer as we get into the afternoon. Our fog tracker looks pretty good as well. Like I said, if you're out there planning to drive, no fog at this moment right now, but we're just talking about how nice the temperatures are going to be for today. This is our regional temperatures pretty much all across the United States. We are getting an influx of warm air from the south, and you can actually see a bit of spin down there by Oklahoma, just south of Oklahoma City. That is a surface low. That's going to move up into our area this evening. That's going to be the fuel that's needed for that possible rain chances as well this evening. And we're also going to see moisture return to our area. It was pretty dry yesterday, and it's been dry over the last couple of days, but we're going to see this relative humidity. This is how much moisture is in the atmosphere, or in basically from the surface through the atmosphere, and we're seeing those percentages about the upper 40s, even into the 50s as well, and we need that moisture for the rain chances. So let's talk about that rain now. This is today at noon. Partly cloudy skies, that warm moisture air from the south. As we get to the afternoon, we're going to see temperatures back into the upper 60s, and then here comes those rain chances. This is about 9 o'clock. They're going to be pushing through mostly to the north, and it's going to be pretty scattered across the area, even through the overnight. Most of the region will probably see at the very most a 1/10 of an inch, but it's going to be light showers as we go through the morning into Thursday. This is 5 a.m. Those showers are going to start to push out, and as we get to about 8 a.m. tomorrow, they're going to be pushing off to the east, but we're going to see mostly sunny skies for us by Thursday afternoon, with temperatures back into about the mid-60s by Thursday afternoon. And here's our rain chances. Like I said, very low, but they're still there. We can definitely need that rain that's going to be pushing through. For your morning, though, mostly cloudy skies through the morning, getting up to 60 degrees by 11 a.m. Getting into our afternoon, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, a high of 68 degrees. So it is February, but it's starting to feel like spring, isn't it? So taking a look at tonight, though, we're going to see a low of 44 degrees. Chances of that rain chances pushing in about 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, and scattered showers through the overnight as well, dropping down to 44 degrees as well. Mostly cloudy skies, and like I said, those showers are going to be possible as we get into the evening time. Taking a look at our 7-10 day here, 68 degrees for today. 65 degrees for tomorrow, getting into the low 70s by Friday. Saturday, 74 degrees. And also, look at that. By Saturday, we're going to see more rain chances in the area. Those will continue through Tuesday with a chance of temperatures getting back into the low 70s by next week. That's Check Your Full Forecast. More news and weather coming up after the break.
Well, a worker gets an unsettling surprise when he pops the top on a fugitive's hiding spot. An unsuspecting sanitation worker got quite the scare when they popped the top on a bin, not finding trash, but a person wedged inside.
Who, upon spotting police, quickly bolted and was later arrested. Huber Heights, Ohio, police say this trash can caper started when the suspect ran from a traffic stop.
Dash cam just happened to catch the moment. The worker lifts the lid on the case, who frantically pointed police in the direction of a person emerging from the hiding spot. Police posting online saying, as luck would have it, Oscar the Grouch, as we've nicknamed our suspect, appeared at just the right place and the right time.
Officers say that the suspect was taken into custody and no one was injured.
That would scare the bejesus out of me.
I mean, I don't think that's one of the best places to hide. I mean, those things there's a lot of mechanical things going on.
And I just have to guess that he likely saw garbage trucks picking up trash as he ran to hide in one. Unless he was hiding in there for hours. Or he heard garbage trucks and just said, oh, I hope this one doesn't come get picked up as it's sitting on the curb.
Nah, the thinking there, I'm not really sure. It's very silly. So, well, check out these cows running rampant along a New York interstate. Traffic had to steer around the byway barnyards as this poor person does their best to contain the utter chaos.
Reportedly, a trio of animals liberated themselves from a broken down trailer. All three were eventually wrangled, according to state police. Look, they're trying very hard. They've almost earned that escape, for sure.
And the puns made it even better.
Definitely. Well, this happy pair is back together after the dog spent 43 days on the run in the Rocky Mountains. Video posted by Summit Lost Pet Rescue shows the moment they were reunited.
The dog, literally named Rocky, got loose from a sitter while his owner, Steven, was skiing in Keystone, Colorado during a cross-country road trip. Steven enlisted the help of the pet rescue to help hunt down his four-legged friend.
They spotted Rocky 3 days later, but couldn't corral the canine. 40 days late, they got a call about Rocky's location and tracked him down.
After spending a little time with a vet to get healthy, Rocky and Steven were reunited and got to finish their trip to California.
See, maybe that's why you don't try to plan an escape. Maybe those cattle should listen to the dog and be like, okay, we shouldn't do this, because then it's 40 days without being home.
Maybe he wanted to go on his own little adventure, I guess.
But I'm sure he's glad to be back
Oh,
now.
yes, most definitely. Does the Big Mac have a little competition? McDonald's announcement yesterday the release of their Big Arch Burger in U.S. restaurants.
The burger has already been popular in Ireland and the UK. The burger is, quote, really big, according to McDonald's, with 2 quarter-pound beef patties and 3 slices of melted cheddar cheese on each burger. In comparison, the Big Mac has 2 of their original patties, which are a little over 1.5 ounces.
The burger also comes with Big Arch sauce, described by McDonald's on its online menu spotter page as a tangy cream sauce with a perfect balance of mustard, pickle, and sweet tomato flavors. The Big Arch burger will be available for a limited time nationwide starting on March 3rd.
I don't know. I feel like, Big Mac is such like an American staple that it's hard to imagine another burger competing with that.
Coming in, probably replacing it. I mean, it looks like a big sandwich. People might enjoy that.
Well, we'll have to see if it has the same success here for sure.
Definitely.
We're going to have your wake up recap and another check at the weather whenever we come back. This is your wake up recap for February 25th, your top stories to start your day. The shootings of Christian County officers occurred in 2 locations and hours apart in southwest Missouri. The first shooting occurs around 4 p.m. Monday afternoon in Christian County, Missouri. Authorities say Richard Dean Byrd shot and killed Deputy Gabriel Ramirez during a traffic stop near Highway 160. Byrd fled into the woods armed with a rifle. Officers conducting an hours-long manhunt came under fire around 11:30 p.m. Christian County Deputy Michael High Slope, and the suspect died in the gunfight. 2 other officers suffered injuries but are expected to survive the deadly encounter. A single vehicle crash was reported in Carl Junction last night. Emergency services responded, finding that an SUV had veered off the left side of the road at high speeds and struck a tree. The driver suffered non-life-threatening injuries. That's a check of today's Wake Up Recap.
Well, we're going to see another above average day for temperatures today, getting up to a high of 68 degrees. We're also going to see some rain chances start to push in later this evening, mostly scattered. The most we'll see is maybe a 1/10 of an inch of rain, but we definitely need that rain. Staying above average even into the weekend, being up to 74 by Saturday, and then there's a chance we could see 4 straight days of rain, which we really need that rain because it has been so dry out there.
Well, the rain is definitely some good news. And in other good news, here's today's update on our favorite baby monkey, Punch the monkey, who won hearts online after turning to a soft toy for company, is now reported to be getting on well with his real-life zoo companions.
And an update on X. Ichiwa Zoo said Punch was not being scolded by others and was playing with the baby monkeys. The zoo says that he'll continue to do well.
Footage here shows Punch staying close to a larger monkey and following it around the enclosure. This big monkey has accepted Punch, and Punch has completely grown attached. Well, it's good to see him doing so well. I know it's like one of those things where you're like, there's so many very much real world problems impacting like human beings, but it's still nice to see the, little baby monkey doing good.
It definitely is.
Well, thank you so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We're going to be back with more news and weather at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.